everyone, welcome back, and I hope everyone had a good week off. So this week we're going to learn about outer space and the solar system. So this is going to be really exciting. We're going to read my very first space book and learn all about the planets this week and other cool things in outer space. So this is my very first space book. And there you see an astronaut. When the sun sets, the sky grows dark. You'll start to see twinkling stars. What you're looking at is just a tiny part of space. The moon is the brightest thing in the night sky. What is space? We live on planet Earth. Space is everything around our planet. There are lots of incredible things out there. So we have galaxies, stars, moons, planets, space rocks called asteroids, space probes, comets, rockets blasting into space, satellites, and the Earth is covered by a layer of gas called the atmosphere. This is planet Earth. From space, it looks like a green, blue, and white ball. So here's the top. All those things in outer space. So do you know on the Earth, what is the green part? And what is the blue part? So the green part is the land and the blue part is the water. The moon. The moon is a big ball of rock that travels around the Earth. The huge dark patches are huge holes called craters. Can you find the craters in the moon? Over 40 years ago, the first astronauts landed on the moon. So far, only 12 astronauts have ever been there. The first astronaut on the moon left an American flag to show they visited. Space school. Before astronauts go into space, they have to do a lot of training, learn everything about space, get very fit and be tested, find out how to work spacecraft controls, emergency escape drills, learning what to do if they crash into the sea, using tools, learning the languages of astronauts from different countries, talking to other astronauts, being given a mission, and meeting the rest of the crew. Liftoff, a rocket called a launch vehicle, flies a team of 3 astronauts into space. Astronauts inside get ready for liftoff, booster rockets firing, liftoff. Booster rockets falling back to Earth, and launch the vehicle. Space station. In space, astronauts live and work in a spacecraft called the International Space Station. It flies high above the Earth. Living in space. On the space station, everything floats. This is what happens during the day. Washing using dry shampoo, using the toilet, exercising for 2 hours, eating, repairing the outside space station, experiment testing how things grow in space, relaxing, cleaning, receiving deliveries, unpacking supplies, talking to family back home, taking photos of Earth, and going to sleep. Spacewalk. There's no air in space. When astronauts go on a spacewalk outside the space station, they have to wear a spacesuit that gives them air and keeps them safe. There's a spacesuit here. Astronauts go on spacewalks in pairs. The solar system. The Earth is one of 8 planets that travel around the sun. The sun and the planets are known as the solar system. So let's see if we can name all the planets. So here's the sun. Then we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Those are the 8 planets in the solar system. We'll learn more about those next time. Exploring Mars. Small spacecraft have flown vehicles called rovers to Mars. Rovers find out more about rocks and air on Mars. So here's the rover on Mars. Stars. Stars are massive balls of very, very hot gases. The sun is a star. This is what it looks like up close. Looks very hot. There are different types of stars. Our sun is a type of star called the yellow dwarf. The least powerful stars are called red dwarfs. And the biggest and most powerful stars are called supergiants. A new star is formed out of a huge swirling cloud of gas and dust called a nebula. Stars glow and burn for millions and millions of years, and then they start to change. How are the stars changing in this picture? Great galaxies. Millions and millions of stars form massive groups called galaxies. Galaxies come in different shapes and sizes. This is a spiral galaxy, a cartwheel galaxy. This looks like a bright ball, and these galaxies are joining together. The sun is just one star in a spiral galaxy called the Milky Way. This is called the Milky Way. Telescopes help people see things in space that are very far away. There are lots of different types of telescopes. The Hubble is a famous telescope. Stargazing. Even without using a telescope, you can see lots of things in the night sky. Here's some. What do you think these look like? So we're going to learn a little bit more about space tomorrow. And for your project today, I want you to do your astronaut worksheet. So it says, if I were an astronaut, I would travel to. Where would you travel if you were an astronaut? So would you go to the moon, or would you go to one of the planets? So I want you to pick where you would go if you were an astronaut and then draw a picture of it.